Hey! Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And hope everybody had a good day at work. Or if you was off today, hope you had a good day off. Long time no see. I've been doing a whole lot of live streams. I've been doing a lot of live streams, and I was telling myself today. I said I got a few videos that I really need to make and put out there. So that's what I'm here for today, and hopefully, throughout the time me being on YouTube. But I've been doing a whole lot of live streams. I've been collabing with a friend of mine in Florida by the name of Craig Hall. He's Craig Built on YouTube. Anybody ever goes on YouTube, type in Craig Built, and it'll come up as a black Fox body Mustang. And that's a really good friend of mine. We grew up together. So we grew up together, and then he moved out to Florida. So yeah. So me and him been collabing, going back and forth and stuff on each other's lives, stuff like that. So it's been pretty cool. So, but now I got to get back into my video stage and making videos. So first off, I want to start off by saying I hope everybody's been having having wonderful and positive days, blessed days. Hope everybody's trying to stay positive, be positive, and do positive. You never know when somebody needs a positive vibe, a positive comment. Just one positive comment can turn somebody's world completely around. You never know what somebody's going through these days. This world is crazy nowadays, as you all know. So try to keep your heads up, stay positive, be positive, do positive, get positive results, give all positive vibes to people who, even if they don't need it, give it to them anyway, because you never know. We may look at a person and say, yeah, they need this and that and the third. You really can't. Sometimes people hide their hurt with smiles and doing stuff and keeping themselves busy, so we really don't know. So do your best, man. Do your best to just stay positive, be positive, do positive, and get positive results, and give all positive vibe to people, because you never know, they may need it, and that one positive vibe could just make their whole entire year. You never know. All right, so the video that I bring to y'all today is going to be about the last update on me and Donatello at Streetcar Takeover in Charlotte, North Carolina. Sorry, kind of dry in here. Let me get some water. But yeah, so this video is gonna be about. One second. That's better. Probably sound better too, huh? So that's what this video is gonna be about. So I'm basically going to just do a recap of what happened. So I went to Streetcar Takeover. It's a 2-day event. It's Friday and Saturday. So, get down there, man, and having a good time with everybody. And I made, I think, 4 or 5 passes the whole weekend. The first pass, actually, no, the second pass was my personal best time. I ran 11:66. At 114. I was shell shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy crap, man. Fastest I've been was 11:80. So that 11:66 I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. This is really awesome. So that felt really good. That made my whole weekend. I could care less if I won or not. It made my whole weekend. So yeah, man. So car was running great. So I made another pass, and it was a little bit slower. And I made another pass, and this was after the car had cooled all the way down to where you could lay your face on the engine. Now, granted, it was pretty warm, that day. It was pretty warm that day. So I think it was like an upper 90s, so it was pretty hot. So made a third pass, and it got slower. Made a pass after that and got really slower. And then, I noticed the car was kind of like misfiring going down the track, and I was like, okay, something's wrong. So I come off the return road, get my time slip, and get to the trailer, push the truck clutch in, and the car dies. And I was like, oh, that's strange. So I cranked it back up, and I was revving on it, but I noticed when I was revving on it, the car was slow to rev. It wasn't rapid like it usually is. It was really slow to rev. So I was like, you know what? Something's wrong. I'm going to put it on the trailer, bring it home, bring it to the shop, figure out what's going on with it. So I did a compression test, and all 4 cylinders were low. I took my borescope and went inside of each cylinder. I think 2 or 3 of them had coolant in them. So, needless to say, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pull it out, pull the engine out, pull it down, inspect it, because this is a time where I really need to go through it anyway, because it's been 4 years, man. I've been racing this car since 2021, and I had the same exact tune on it my tuner put on it in 2021. So I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and pull the motor down, pull it out, pull it down. And I'm glad I did. And for those that don't know, can't talk. For those that don't know Donatello, this is Donatello right here. That's Donatello. It's my purple Ford Escort GT. Yeah, that's old Donnie right there. Move my scooter back out of the way. Yep, that's old Donnie right there, old Donnie. So yeah, man, I ended up pulling the engine out, and I'm gonna show y'all what I found. So let's go back here and show y'all what I found here. So yeah, that's Donatello. We've got the motor completely out. Pull the motor completely out. So let's go back here. So I wanted to do a video earlier while I had everything down, but I got so freaking busy with live streams and doing other stuff and going back and forth to the doctor for my foot, because a lot of y'all that do know, some don't, you know, I was in a car wreck back on July 28th, and it was a 3-car accident. It wasn't my fault. I was the last car to get hit, and they hit my work van. I was on my way to the service call, and they hit the front corner all the way down to probably midway of the van, and ended up breaking my left heel bone. So I had to get surgery on that. So that's what I'm looking like right now. And I got my little knee scooter here that I'm moving around on. So yeah. So just wanted to fill y'all in on that real quick. But yeah, so I had the engine block here, but of course I've taken the engine block to the machine shop, along with the some other parts that I'm going to use for the next go around. So so yeah, because y'all can see there's my little bucket there that I use to catch my fluids when I got an engine on the stand, and that dog just won't stop barking. Look at it. Look. Just won't stop barking. Anyway. Alright, so there's my oil pan right there. That's the main girdle and all that stuff. You know, all that stuff there. Donatello, that's the head. You know. So, from looking at this thing, the head does not look bad at all. Head looks pretty good. Head looks pretty damn good there. Yeah. You know, I checked all the cam journals too. All the cam journals look good. Pull this off so y'all can see. So all those cam journals, they look good. None of them's got any scoring in them. Nothing like that. They still look great. Still look good from when I put the engine together the first time. Alright. There you go. Y'all can see them all. Yeah, man. So the head, for the most part, some of the head still looks good. Let me cover him back up so we don't get no trash in that. Even though I probably will not be using that head. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to put this camera down for a second so I can put this head here real quick. Yeah. So I actually got another cylinder head that I'm going to probably use. Oh, shoot. I can't get this thing right to save my life. Alright, hold on. Trying to keep it out. Trying to keep the towel out the oil. There we go. That's better. Well, the camera didn't turn around. Sorry, y'all. So I got another cylinder head that I'm going to use, and it's been ported. It's got a little bit milled off of it. It's like a small minor build. It's got a back cut on the valves. Again, port work, and then it's been milled a little bit. And all the ports been cleaned and everything. So I got another cylinder head I'm gonna be using anyway. Probably not gonna be using this head, but I'll just put it in storage for backup or spare. So let's go see the rest of the engine parts. Alright. Oh, let's go this way, y'all. I got so much crap in here. Hold on. I'm trying to do 600 things at once. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I done turned y'all around and all kinds of stuff and faced y'all up in the ceiling. Please forgive me. All right, there's Donatello again. Okay, so first things first. Let's go to the compression ratio test. All right. So this is a BPL5 engine, Mazda BPL5. So cylinder number 1, as you see, is 110 psi. Cylinder number 2 is 80 psi. Cylinder number 3 is 90 psi. Cylinder number 4 is 105. Okay, so when I got those compression when I got those compression tests, I already knew we had a problem. I already knew that we had a problem. So I was like, yeah, well, 9 times out of 10, it's probably either a cracked head or a head gasket, one of the two. So the head gasket ended up being the culprit. I'm not exactly sure when the head gasket went bad, when it blew. Not sure. The car really didn't show no signs of smoking or anything. So I was like, I'm not sure exactly when the head gasket went, but it went, and I believe we got a little bit of coolant in the oil, and this is the ending result. So let's take a look at the bearings first. Okay, so these are the rods, these are the mains, okay? That was rod number 1, rod number 2, rod number 3, rod number 4. So as you can see, cylinder 1 was like, I'm checking out, left the chat room. That's the only thing I got left of the bearing. You know, cylinder 2 was on its way. Cylinder 3 was a little bit farther behind, and then cylinder 4 was like, I'll catch up when I can. So yeah, those are the rods, right? All right, so these are the mains. So this is, I'm just gonna, I can't even tell you. I'm take a wild guess. I can't remember exactly which one was which, but I do remember on these. But I can't quite remember on these. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna probably say these are gonna be main journal number 1, main journal number 2, main journal number 3, main journal number 4, and main journal number 5. So yeah, that's basically what my rod bearings look like after I pull the engine down. And the reason why they look like this is because, one, I beat this motor up for 4 years. 4 years, raced it. I was in a lot of, I raced it, let me see, in 21, 22, and 24. I raced it in the stick shift class. And the stick shift class had like 20 cars. So, you know, I was beating on this thing pass after pass after pass after pass after pass. And I end up, out of those 3 times I was in that class, I won twice. Those are my trophies for it right there. So I won twice. And so yeah. And the other thing that took these bearings out as well is the fact that when the head gasket blew, of course, I started getting coolant in the oil. And beating on this thing as hard as I was, this thing was already, you know, wore out. And that antifreeze got down in the journals and was like, yep, I'm going to mix up with you guys. And the ending result is what it is. So this is what we got. So yeah, man, those are the rod bearings and main bearings there. All right, so we're going to start on, I'll tell you what. So this is the crankshaft, of course. And this is journal 1, rod journal number 1. This is main bearing journal number 1 here. It's not so bad, but there's rod journal. There's the connecting rod journal number 1. There's this main journal number 2. As you can hear my screwdriver rubbing across the journal. Not good. Rod number 2. Rod number main number 3. rod number 3, main number 4. That one is not as bad, still bad though. Rod number 4, and then that one's not as bad either, and then journal number 5. So yeah, this crank definitely needs to be turned. It definitely needs to be turned. There's no doubt about that. But I'm telling you, man, this engine lived 4 years. I kept the oil change. I kept all the dirt and debris away from this motor, man. I kept everything tight as I could, like literally. I kept everything as good as I could keep it. So I was always doing maintenance on it, checking it over, making sure that everything was good. You know, like I said, I was very anal about keeping this motor right. This motor had the same tune on it had back in 2021, and the motor ran phenomenal. All up until it blew the head gasket. Hey, it happens. It's a part of racing. That head gasket was 4 years old and had been pushed against for a very long time. So 4 years is a long time racing a motor. A lot of people don't go without freshening the motor up. They go season to season. You know, some people go a few months, pull it down, go through it, check it over, and then come back. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't do that because this thing ran so good, and I just didn't want to mess with it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just didn't want to mess with the motor. The motor ran phenomenal, so I didn't want to mess with it. All right, so that's those are the rod bearings. Those are the mains and rods, bearings, and that's the crankshaft. All right, so we're gonna move to the pistons and rods. So as you see, the piston's got a little bit of cylinder, wear on it, but it's not, it's not to where it's like really bad. It's not deep at all. But other than that, the pistons are in good shape. Nothing cracked on the top, no pieces missing, none of that stuff. The pistons are in good shape. This is rod number 1. Of course, you see where that bearing got ate up. This rod got hot. See where it discolored. So yeah, man, it tore that rod up pretty good. Here's another rod and piston. Same thing. We got little cylinder wear there. Top of the piston. Rod. These rods were all right.